Today I want to talk about honesty. Why it's important to be 100% honest with yourself. I will go in depth today about self-honesty. Even though it's impossible to be 100% honest in the world, to be 100% honest with yourself is something we all can aim for. And why honesty is important. Why honesty matters for your own growth. Not just in the world, but also the growth inside of yourself. It is painful to be honest with yourself. It's painful to see where you are lying to yourself, to see where you are deceiving yourself. Because betraying yourself is something that many people do unconsciously. Part of becoming more conscious is to get honest with yourself. To be real with yourself and to stop lying to yourself. It's great to have fairy tales. It's great to have ideas of what life is like or how you are like or how things are like. But if you're gonna be in an illusion, you're only gonna betray yourself. You're only gonna stagnate your growth, because growth comes from being totally honest with yourself. It comes with brutal honesty about your life, about you, about people, about others, about everything. There's no exception to where you should be honest about. You should be honest about everything when it comes down to your life. And why, I'll explain right now. To be honest with yourself, the reason why you need to be honest with yourself is because only when you see the truth can you consciously live your life. You cannot be conscious and live your life consciously when you keep lying to yourself. When you keep lying while you're doing this job, when you keep lying while you're doing this or doing that, or why you are acting the way you are. When you become honest with yourself, it's painful. Because it's sometimes painful to realize how we have been lying to ourselves. It's painful how we have been feeling like we're doing the good thing when we're doing the wrong thing. It's hard to admit to yourself when you're doing wrong. It's hard to admit to yourself when you're doing something that you feel is stupid. If you come to realize that there's something in you that's a bit stupid or that's a bit wrong, it's hard to admit that. It's hard to take responsibility. But without it, where are you? Without it, how can you grow? Without being honest, how can you truly ever grow? Fantasy stories are everywhere on the internet. I'm trying to keep it as real as I can on these videos. And guess what? That is why not many people watch these videos, because I'm keeping it 100% real. I'm not here giving you fantasy stories. I'm not giving here a nice fantasy story that you can get lost in and you kind of like feel better about yourself. No, you have to face yourself. You have to see, where am I in the wrong, where am I in the right. What have I been lying to myself about? Just to feel good about maybe my life situation or about how I have been doing things? What if you were 100% truthful and honest with yourself? Because if you're truly honest with yourself, you start to grow like this. Growth happens fast. Growth happens very fast. Very fast you can grow if you're honest with yourself. And I get it, in the world you cannot always be honest, right? You're not gonna go around and telling everyone what you think about them. Oh, you're this or you're that or and everyone is insulted, right? That's not honesty that is helpful even, right? It's not even helpful to be honest in the world all the time. They create this idea of this, like, if you're always honest in the world, that's a beautiful place to live in. No, it's not a beautiful place to live in. If you want to live in a world where everyone is 100% honest all the time, everyone gets insulted all the time. That's not what we're aiming for, right? We're not aiming to be honest 100% all the time with everyone in the world. We're aiming to be honest with ourselves so that we can see life truthfully. Because if we cannot see life truthfully, we are lost in a web of lies, and we don't see any progress in our life. You cannot see progress in your life if you keep lying to yourself. Yes, your stories are nice. Yes, your stories make you feel like you're the hero and everyone is the enemy. But your stories are full of illusions. Get real with yourself and you start to grow in the world, in yourself. In both ways, you need honesty. It's called self-awareness. It's called being self-aware. Where are you at right now? What's your mental state? What's your emotional state? What is your life situation? Where are you slacking? Where are you growing? Look at everything honestly. Completely transparent. And just for a day, write down everything honestly. Don't lie to yourself. Don't make up nice stories. Don't make it better than it is. Just look at life honestly and write it all down for a day. And you will be surprised. You will be surprised about what comes forth from that. What is uncovered from that. You will be surprised what comes true if you do that. You'll be surprised what kind of truths that you have been in denial of start to come to the surface. Start to rise to the surface, because truth has momentum as well, right? Everything has momentum. Any emotion, anger, frustration, all these things, they have momentum, right? So if you're honest with yourself, you start to have momentum with that. And once that momentum starts to come up and you're writing this all down, all honestly, all of a sudden, all these things that you have been in denial of all this time start to come to the surface. And you kind of know sometimes you're in denial, but you're a little bit unconscious of it, or you run away from it. But if you're truthfully honest with yourself, you can no longer deny it. It just comes to the surface and you have to look it in the eyes, and it's painful. It's painful. It's easy to live in Wonderland. It's easy to live in Disneyland. It's easy to create up stories why you're the good person and everyone is the bad person. It's easy to create these kind of stories that make you become unconscious. But if you want to become conscious, we have to let go of illusions. We have to let go of Maya. We have to let go of all these illusions that we hold on to. And it doesn't mean you have to change your whole life overnight and that you have to do everything differently overnight. It just means that we know why we do things now. We're no longer surprised why we act the way we act. We're no longer surprised why we do the things that we do. We are honest and we see, oh, I do it because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that, because of that, because of that, because you have spent that whole day writing down everything honestly. And just a day might be enough for you. You know, maybe for some, it might take a week or a month. But in a day, a lot can happen. Because there's a lot of times, and I can see it just in people, and I can even see it when I look back in my younger self. I can see how much there's just self-deception, lying to yourself, making things more beautiful than they are. And it's a kind of coping mechanism as well, right? It's nice to cope in a way where you make your reality a kind of Disneyland. When you make your reality Disneyland, instead of looking at it like, oh, it's quite painful, then you kind of feel better thinking about it in a Disney kind of way. But you cannot really grow. You see, you grow because of pain, because of struggle, because of pain you grow. Because when something becomes too painful, you want to move. You want to grow. You're willing to get out of your comfort zone. You're not willing to get out of your comfort zone when everything is nice, right? But when the comfort zone is too limiting and it's too painful, you start to want to break out of it. Naturally so, no pushing, no motivational speech like you need to break out of your comfort zone. No, naturally, when you truly get in touch with that pain, you want to get out of it. You don't want to stay there. You want to grow. Okay, so being truthful is to grow. Being honest is to grow. Becoming more honest and truthful with yourself is to grow. Not in the world, again, right? Because I can already hear in the comment section like, oh, I just tried to be honest the whole week and I told this person that they are an idiot and I told this person that they are ugly. No, that's not what I mean. Okay, that's called just being insensitive. Okay, being completely honest like that is not going to help you in any ways. It's not going to help anyone in any ways, right? Sometimes it's better to shut your mouth. But when it comes to you, when it comes to talking to yourself, you got to be honest with yourself. That's what you got to do if you want to grow. Forget about the world. Be honest with you about your life, about everything about your life. I'm telling you, this is gonna help you so much. All right, so take this seriously. Do this exercise. Do it today. Don't wait tomorrow, next week. Do it today. Get a piece of paper, get a pen, and write down all the truths that you have been lying to yourself about, that you want to be in denial of. Just write it all down. Write it all down. Keep on writing. Keep on writing, and the momentum starts to come. And the truth starts to reveal itself. And what do they say? Truth will set you free. Truth will set you free. Truth will make you grow. Because when you get honest about the painful things you have been in denial of, you're willing to take the steps to get out of the comfort zone and to actually change your life, to transform. A butterfly gets out its own cocoon because it gets too small. It wants to fly away. When it gets too painful, when it gets too limiting, when it cannot stay stuck in there anymore, it starts to get out and starts to fly away. Be like that butterfly. Fly away like that butterfly by becoming honest and truthful about the painful situation you're in right now, about the painful realities that you are in denial of. Get out of your own Disneyland. Look at life as it is, and you start to grow. I hope you got something from this video. Do the exercise, I'm telling you. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.